Hey girl. Hey girl.
Hey, melanin dripping, sweet candy coated honey bar, good looking. The way how you moving, put me in a mood, I'm glad to see you. Your waistline on the baseline, so attractive, I wanna be a captive. I see a smile on your face now, so beautiful, I know you're original.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Come talk to me, girl. Classy and intelligent, are you run the world? I let me sit face to face. Know you feel the tension, just had to mention. Your brown eyes, shining bright, so gorgeous and glowing like sunlight. Hear your voice, angelic high, so amazing, I wanna keep this going.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off. You have my attention, y'all, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off. You have my attention, y'all, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Hey, girl, I wanna take you home with me.
And hey, girl, show you good energy, yeah.
Hey, girl, I wanna treat you right, you see.
Hey, girl. So come wind back for me, I wanna see if we got good chemistry. And come wind up for me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and you have my attention. And dance for me, baby. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off. You have my attention. And dance for me, baby, step out. Keep it moving, we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Step out. Hey.
Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You're all amazing. I try to describe you are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You have birthed the nations. A nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken. You have shown me light. You ignited all my passions and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe you are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother, giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe you are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. So you are woman. Hey. And when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Never thought I'd fallen in love again. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond, 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 beyond.
It's been a while now since love's been in this place. You see, many have tried, but no one could take your place, girl. Why you so beautiful? I see the future in your face, baby. Never in a million years I thought that you'd be mine, girl. That you'd be mine, girl. Never thought I would fall. Cause when we KISSING, all I can say is OMG. My love in my life, you make all things right, baby. I trust you, girl, with my life. I don't want nobody but you. I'ma put my ring on you. Never thought I'd no, never. Ooh, baby. Again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond. We will go so far. Beyond. You'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. We ain't looking for a thing. Yeah, you'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. Never thought I no, never. Ooh, baby. Stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. You hope, baby. I hope it lasts forever, girl. I hope it lasts forever, girl. Hey, 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 hey. You will go, baby. You will go, baby. Ooh, you will go, baby. We will go so far, baby. I hope it lasts forever, baby.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of The Senate. I am your host, Neil. My brother from another mother, he is also your host, Derek. And together, we are here with another live stream for you. And my brother, my brother, out the gates early. How are you feeling this?
And you don't know why. So kick that's why you're young. I still consider myself.
But they
say they're not hearing me, Neil.
Yeah. Sorry, just had to make a change there. Sorry about that. Let me cut down and come again. My brother Derek.
Cut down and come again. Yes, sir.
How are you doing? Tell the people they hear you just
quick.
now. How are you doing? All right.
So they ain't hear me, so
Yeah, start over.
we in again.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. This will be good now. Yeah, so I had a good workout today in the gym, like day part 2. And I told the guys that I am going to do the Lord's work later on tonight. And I am here with you, my brother, and I'm feeling good about it. I still in the crank. And my boy Jaleel as well. Big
Yes.
up respects. Thanks for tuning in as
All the
always.
time.
218 subscribers, Neil boy.
It's all right.
Getting up there.
It's all right. We got flex for them. We got flex.
Flex fund them. Yeah, man. We coming up.
Yeah, man.
So I am happy, feeling fairly decent. Got a little soreness in my back, trying to figure out where that's from. Not in a bad way, but just trying to figure out why. I said, I good, man. What about you? Talk to me. What's going on?
Brother man, I am fantastic. We doing some things behind the scenes when it comes to this show. I was having some conversations today. We was prepping for a short that we gonna release soon, and it dawned on me, like, I love this. I love doing what I do. This is what it's get at. You always say, find your alarm clock. Find your purpose, find your alarm clock was get you out of bed every morning, right? And I ain't gonna lie to you, content creation, specifically this type of content and what we do, I love it. I love it, dog. I love it. I am here. I am in great spirits. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're joining us. Shout out Laura. Good night. Shout out Steve.
Yeah.
Steve Wu. Shout out. Right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are now joining us, those of you that are not subscribed, consider subscribing. You don't have to do it right now. We would like you to do it right now. But if you, give yourself to the end of the show and you think that we talking sense or nonsense, you can subscribe. You can like, dislike, share, comment. If you are subscribed, hit your notification bell so you don't miss anything. We do content for you 5 days a week. We do 3 shorts, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those shorts are a little more lighthearted. We still having some messages there, but it's really a lighthearted, shortened version of what we do here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is the live stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 8. We do this live stream. Now, Derek, those of you that would have listened or anything like that, shout out my man Kevin. Was good, Kevin Manning.
Big respect.
For those of you who joined us and was listening to the beautiful sounds of the acapella group playing before, you may have even recognized the lead singer of some of those songs. I'm gonna let you know that.
I hope so.
I'm gonna let you know that is G-Syndicate. That is the Western Hemisphere's premier acapella group. I know you've heard of other people. Sure, they may have a larger following or whatever, but in my mind, can't beat G-Syndicate. So, Derek, let me plug G-Syndicate. Let everybody know how, when, and where they can find you. And let's get it.
Yeah, man. G-Syndicate, the roughest thing in the Western Hemisphere, as you said. But yeah, man. All jokes aside. Yeah, big up the fellas. Still working, getting ready for Christmas. Working hard. Hard rehearsal last night. Fairly productive one. So big up the guys again. Kia Mal, Wade, and Mark, Brett, Hugh, and Antonio. Big up the guys. Doing that work, man.
Yeah, man.
So we ready.
Yeah, good. No, ladies and gentlemen, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, as I said at the top of the a little earlier, we do this live stream for you. And to prep for that, what Derek would usually do is go on our social media pages, specifically Facebook. You can check us out on Facebook, The Senate Podcast. Give us a follow, give us a like there. But Derek usually posts something there by means of starting the conversation, letting you know what we'll be talking about in the next upcoming edition of the Senate live stream. And this is no different. No, obviously it is Christmas. You see the guys background full of Christmas lights. My man Derek going red show. I find my red pullover.
Yeah.
Red and white pullover. So this is obviously a Christmas themed holiday season, and our live stream is no different. So Derek, Tuesday we would have spoken about Santa Claus and how men cosplaying as Santa Claus, how women see men as Santa Claus during the Christmas season, and you obviously want to continue that. I have no problem in continuing that. We want to continue that. So Derek, over to you, my brother. Lead us in sermon tonight.
Yeah, man. Thank you, my brother. Let me say first of all that I wanted to move on to another topic tonight. But, this morning, bright and early, I heard of a couple situations that had me a bit disturbed. So I felt it necessary to bring part 2 of what I am calling the Christmas message. And that's what we bring it tonight, right? Payday is only a few days away for government workers, well, for most people. So I need to ensure that my guys here in the Senate make some good decisions when the salary and the Christmas bonus hit. So that, come January tends to be very long, to quote my guy Mark. So you don't want to be like putting yourself in situations where you're skin out and you feel like January got 45 days, right? So first of all, we got a video. I would have sent you the video, Neil. Let's take a watch of that, and then we can review an article about the art of rinsing as we get into tonight's show, right?
Yeah. All right. So I can throw out the video now.
All right.
What you want, but I can't date no man that can't provide for me. Like, being a woman, being a baddie, being a glam girl is expensive, all right? These nails cost money. This hair costs money. This outfit costs money. To groom yourself, whether you are doing laser, whether you're doing waxing, makeup, your lashes, like, being a baddie is expensive. So if you can't take me to a nice restaurant, if you can't invest into my business, if you can't do nothing for me, if you can't put me in an Uber, I'm sorry. My business. We don't got nothing to talk about. If you can't do nothing for me.
So
yeah. Yeah.
I think I almost
cherish the host.
Yeah, cherish. I almost treat this like a short boy. Anyhow,
yeah.
I was just about to respond, but
Go ahead. I know how it goes. Now, why did it show that? Right? She talked about her hair. She talked about her nails and all that stuff. Gentlemen, I want you to know that cost for the hair and nails. Yeah, the salon's gonna be crap back for hair and nails and outfits and stuff for Christmas. I mean, we ain't really going away, but. The ladies gonna want the outfits and things to make sure they look a certain way, just in case. But just in case, we able to get a little blood and people get out on the road for New Year's night and Christmas and that kind of thing, right? And of course for the park Christmas morning and all. Even though they're gonna gather in our name, but people still want the outfits, want hair and nails done and all that. And gentlemen, I want to let you know that cost, or those costs rather, will be separate and distinct from the Christmas gift which you will be required to buy. So I'm just letting you know, right? I felt it prudent to let you know up front to expect that hair and nails is one thing, the gift is not part of that. Or rather, the hair and nails are not the gift. Yeah? So you gotta cut down and Neil say, I come again with a gift. Right? So let's go into this article. It's called The Art of Rinsing. Right? I found it interesting, very interesting title, but The Art of Rinsing landed these sisters $160,000 worth of gifts.
Wait, hold on. You're so anxious. Hold on, let me try it up now.
Sorry, brother. Sorry, man.
So full of zeal, vigor. All right.
Get a little ahead of myself. Those of you who are watching here tonight, you're watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed and you hit the notification bell. Like how these ladies are hitting up the guys at Christmas for gifts. Ensure that you hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any of our content. We got a lot of content coming for you. People tend to think we make up these things, Neil, and that we, just go there and they would not believe how this stuff just presents itself to us. You know what I mean? It's not like you gotta do a deep dive, it's like a dumpster dive to find this stuff. It just
appears.
Kind of appears, apparition.
Yeah.
So here we go. You ready for me, my brother? Yeah. The Art of Rinsing landed these sisters $160,000 worth of gifts. Strangers pay these sisters thousands and shower them with lavish gifts in return for their sultry services. This is rinsing. Now, what is particularly hilarious about this, right? You're going to find out. I'm not going to tip my hand. But remember, it says these ladies are paid for their services. Okay? So, ladies and gents in the chat, please remember, these ladies are paid for their sultry services. Services being the operative word. All right, so we go forward. These are the women that turn sultry selfies into a serious salary. They are part of the rinsing royalty phenomenon that sees young, attractive women post sexual photos online in exchange for lavish gifts and a cash from complete strangers. Remember, we talked about services, right? Good. The trend, which is especially popular in the UK, involves men or pay pigs spending money on expensive gifts. Come on, man. Don't laugh, man. I try to get through the news, man.
My bad. I apologize.
God, thanks, man. Spending money on expensive gifts for women they have seen online. The men who will never get the opportunity to meet these women in person enjoy looking at their photos, so send gifts as a token of gratitude. You with me? You with me, Neil?
Barely.
Remember, we're talking about services that these ladies provide. Keep that in mind. All right. Rinsing is defined as an upper class form of gold digging, where a man showers a woman with expensive gifts without the expectation of sexual favors in return. And then it shows a picture of these three lovely ladies here. Lucy, Sophie, and Stacy have received over $160,000 worth of gifts through rinsing. You with me, Neil?
Oh, Jesus. Yes. Your boy is still holding on.
You can make it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So sisters Lucy, Sophie, and Stacy Brooks have made a killing out of being rinsers. The trio, who are all in their mid-20s, have been sent anything from flowers, designer shoes, handbags, gift cards, and cosmetics. To ensure that their admirers send the right items, each sister posts detailed wish lists to their Twitter and Amazon accounts. Mother of one, Lucy, told Mail Online, "It's not seedy. It's hardly like we're selling our bodies. We're doing many of these men a favor. They love our pictures and tell us how fun we look. We brighten up their day in an innocent way." Oh, Neil, I ain't know about you, right? I didn't know we really a little older.
Mm-hmm.
And we raised a little differently, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see your mother encouraging that.
I
know certainly my mother would not encourage that.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to figure out, because we're talking about services. Remember at the beginning of the article, it said that these ladies are paid for the services which they provide, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. These women are posting pictures online, right? Where is the service in this? You
go ahead. This is your if I start.
Yeah, okay. Let me go on. Let me go on. All right, let me go on. No. This is the one here. Hold on to your hoodie, hold on to your headphones. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, hold on, because this next slide, this is the one for me. So here we go. The lady continues and she says, "We'd never meet or do anything sexual. We're not like that." Yeah, John, you girls. Girls got standards. Mm-hmm. My boyfriend doesn't have a problem with it.
Wait, no. see, ladies and gentlemen, see this is the man just see these things. That
I love it. She says, "My boyfriend doesn't have a problem with it. He thinks it's funny, if anything, although he's stuck on what to get for Christmas, as I already have so much. These men are harmless. Lots," which is a complete 180 from what you've heard in this chat before, where they said that all men are dangerous. But these men are harmless. Lots have things missing in their lives. Maybe they're lonely or lack confidence. They don't have a glamorous girl to treat at home, so they get a kick out of buying for us. It's sweet. Neil, you know, yeah, I see my man Kurt Marshall in the house, man.
Big Kurt. But that's my man Kurt.
You, my brother.
She's all Kurt, boy.
Good to see you.
What, everything well?
Yeah, man. Everything good on your side. Time right, Neil?
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
We say all the time, You go and you extend yourself doing X, Y, Z. You paying for this, paying for that. And what does this woman say? Her boyfriend doesn't have a problem with it. He thinks it's funny. Of course he thinks it's funny. Because guess what?
You ain't gonna do
He
nothing.
know he ain't gonna look for the Christmas gift.
He being provided for.
He got the easiest ride on earth. All he got to do is come provide some dog alerts and keep it trucking. Because she getting the gifts from everybody else. So gentlemen, please don't. I like the term rinsing, right? Because it's a major way here.
Yeah, you get fleece.
You know that you're you know you get that. So even though it's an English term, rinsing, I truly love rinsing. Let me take an opportunity right now to pause. Let me remove pashmina. I show everybody my shirt, right? And hopefully.
Oh my goodness, good. Oh shoot, you know, I forgot to get my shirt too, you know. But I'm glad to see yours.
Yeah.
Incline yourselves to come and say, I got one, but
just a little bit. So, gentlemen, as we approach this Christmas season, incline your hearts to common sense. Big up me and Motley, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, incline your hearts to common sense. Let me go on, Neil. Let me go on because, again, we seeing how school really keeping, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the sisters are hardly alone in the rinsing ring. In 2012, documentary Sex, Lies, and Rinsing Guys.
Wait, 2012, my man?
Yeah, this thing has been going on for a while. But I love the name of it, right? Sex, Lies, and Rinsing Guys. No, I don't know. I often wonder in these times when we talk about equality and all that. Let me see, what would be the appropriate title to read the other way?
You can't say you can't say
sex tricks and get it. Sex chicks and get it, you know. But yeah,
sex worlds are
UK,
rinsing girls. All right, you know what?
Sex chicks and taking.
Yeah, sit up straight, Neil. Come on, Derek. Be professional. Let's go.
Let's get professional. Let's go. It aired in the UK. It detailed the world of glamorous girls using their charm and beauty to rinse wealthy men for money and gifts. In the series, viewers witness how these women develop virtual friendships with men online in order to receive gifts off their wish list. The men, however, receive nothing in return. Let me read that last sentence again. The men, however, receive nothing. Let me get Keisha. Let me get Keisha for that. You know I got Keisha. I got Keisha for that.
You gotta read it with Keisha in mind. Right.
Yeah, let me read it. The men, however, receive nothing in return. This is how you know, Neil. We as men, we doing some ignorance over here.
They get a virtual receipt attached with memories.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Let's go to the next slide, Neil. Because I know I see some of the guys are a little
Oh Lord. That doesn't rhyme. You're not keeping it theme.
See, Kevin says God 9,000 with a twist virtually. No, Aston. That one can't work. Rinsing royalty Danica Thrall spoke of the extravagant gifts she had received since taking part in the phenomenon, including a MacBook Pro, Diamond Tiffany and Company earrings, and even a cake mixing machine. Guys have all kinds of fantasies and things that they find a bit of a turn on. And I think one of them is buying gifts for girls, she said. Gentlemen,
I mean,
Neil, I don't know about you, but I have never had a fantasy of buying women things.
Brother man,
never.
I just want to know when it's my turn to say I put this here, because this is woo. We did an intervention, boy.
Yeah, you know, you said it to me earlier when we were talking about something else, right? Another topic, totally already. And you said, you know, men are lost.
Lost me.
And even as I read this, like, we are truly lost.
Lost, brother man.
We are truly truly lost, right? Let me cry on because there's more. Spoil Me Maybe, which has almost 20,000 Twitter followers, is the largest directory of models seeking gifts from unknown admirers. The site provides a platform for girls to exploit men's weaknesses, all at the touch of a button.
Hold on a minute, Derek. For me, just for me.
Yeah, man.
Read that last sentence again.
Yeah. Are you sure? There's a platform for girls to exploit men's weaknesses, all at the touch of a button.
Exploit.
Yeah, exploit. I love that word. I love it. The website allows users to easily send gifts to their favorite models who love to be spoiled by their fans.
Fans.
Yeah, fans. You know what? Let's take a pause here. Let's take a pause with that article. Yeah, let's take a pause with that article. Let me get into my notes for the night, right? Now, gents, I want you to consider what we have created in terms of what the market is now. That women are comfortable selling us nude photos. And you are showering them in gifts to the tune of hundreds and thousands of dollars, right? Again, check the shirt. Incline your hearts to common sense. You are getting nothing in return, right? Gents, I encourage you to protect your investment. Your investments are not only your money, but your time and your energy. Do not put out...
Derek.
Yeah, man.
Erica says, got some lonely men out there that prefer these kinds of online fake interactions instead of real connections. I don't see an issue. Fair exchange, not exploitation. The men know what they're signing up for. And this is why you can say something like there's a site that provides a platform for girls to exploit men's weaknesses. Because you are right, Erica. This is not exploitation because these men willingly and free of their own volition sign up to and spend their money. But I want to be very clear, and I can let Derek continue here because I know, he got points. Man got his monologue set. But we have created this marketplace. We are to blame, man. That words. Can you imagine if there was a site that provides men the means to exploit women's weaknesses? Like for real, read. Sorry, Derek.
Yeah, man, do your thing. We here to talk the things. Do your thing.
I can get a little heated because I see so many issues here, unlike Erica. Because Erica, I do agree. I don't know if it's a fair exchange, but that's
it's not a fair exchange. Let me get that clear.
That's up for debate. But you are so right. It is not exploitation. The men know what they sign up for. You are exactly right. But this is an issue. This is an issue on several different levels. One, we have created a space now where men's weaknesses can be exploited on websites, and there be nothing wrong with it. Right? We could put that term in an article. We can say these things, and there'll be no problem. Up front. Right? There's no problem. We men are so depraved. We men are so desperate. We men are so hard up. Shoot, not even for the conky, but just to see the conky. Just to see the conky. I lost you there, Derek. You there?
Still here.
Okay. But just to see the conky, we can pay money for it. There's a school of thought that says, not a school of thought, sorry. Society has us men accountable, saying that we objectify women for their bodies. We objectify women as sexual objects, not as people, not as human beings. Yet still we have a website and other various means where women put themselves as things for men to purchase just to look at. there are so many issues here. Issues abound. There's an issue with the website. There's an issue with women doing this, and there's an issue primarily with men doing this thing. Men, are we desperate? Are we weak? Are we so hard up? Are we so devoid of respect for ourselves?
Yes.
So we are really garbage men. As you said in another space, we are really garbage men. Like, this is a problem. This is a problem that women feel empowered that they can do this thing and they can sell these services, that they can sell these services, and men buy it up and shoot, not only buying it up, but there's a market. There's a market that your boyfriend, I don't have a problem with this. This is such a problem to me. For women, for men, for society at large, right? Sure, it's a small microcosm of society at large, but this is a problem because this is
it as small a microcosm as all
that?
Well,
rinsing is a microcosm, but go ahead.
You see, I say all the time, right? This is why we look at the celebrity life and they come down and they come back. Usually celebrities, one, because it's easy to package. People tend to be more interested in celebrities, so they watch it to see if we talk about celebrity. Yeah, but then you see what they are doing and what they're dealing with on that level, and then you realize, their lives isn't that different from ours. This morning, bright and early this morning, I heard of a scenario with a guy, a woman out the blue. You hear the woman in ages, she pops up like a rash, and all of a sudden, the conversation flowing all right. Next thing you know, she want a washing machine. She want a washing machine, and she wants her credit. And I'm like, just like that. You know what I mean? There was no interaction before. There was nothing to suggest that, the man was interested in providing said washing machine as on credit. But all of a sudden, she felt it was cool enough, what? Let me ask for a washing machine. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't. You know what I mean? Let me see if I find this pit here. The Senate one here, hopefully you'll be able to find it, get that on screen.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I got this here. Just let me find it. I got it here, but we got so many.
Is what we...
go ahead, sir.
Yeah, they got a lot. So this is where we are, right? So you will see rinsing. Yeah, men is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, but we know a man that getting in courts and taking out a fridge. We know a man getting in courts taking out a living room suite that they might never sit down, right? These are the things we need to talk about, and we need to make sure that we know. And fellas, I encourage you, protect your investments and ensure that you get a deal. Not Frank is a good deal. Get a deal. Yeah, because you handing over thousands of dollars for pictures of naked women. Guess what? You can go on Instagram and you could Google and get a half naked women.
But hold, but all right. First things first. That's why, in all that Erica said, I don't agree that this is not an issue. That you don't have an issue with this. This is such a problem because there is free content out there. Shoot. So look, my brain overloading. I got this graphic here, Derek. I can put it on screen for you really quickly. Yeah.
Hey baby, I was thinking of you. He says, hey, it's been a while, what you been up to? She says, stressing, trying to figure out how to pay. I'm gonna pay these bills, and he rolls out. There's a lot that can happen. That happens every day in Barbados. Every day. So this is what you can do, because they don't want to put the men in the cabinet on Front Street. Men in the cabinet tonight. If you know of a man, who has been in these kind of situations where you've been asked to pay bills, or he's been asked to pay some rent, buy some groceries, anything so, and he ain't getting nothing for it, woman is not his woman, drop some ones in the chat for me. Yeah? If you know of a man has been asked to pay something,
Marla go crazy. Marla even made me say this to judge.
Wait. If you know of a man that has paid bills for a woman, bought groceries, anything so, and the woman is not his woman, put some walls in that. Ladies, don't front, right? Don't be disingenuous now. If you ladies know that the way, ladies don't engage in that. If they get anything from men, is because those men are in a relationship with them. Right? So, ladies, if you know of your friends or ladies hovering in your friend circle, in your orbit, who have taken gifts from men that they are not involved with, drop some ones in the chat for me, ladies.
Sure, ain't even gotta be gifts. Could be saying as benign as food.
Yeah, gifts, money, groceries, anything so. Right? Because we like to pretend that these things do not happen. Right? But I know the people in the chat tonight, they were not doing these things. They only provide for people with whom they are in a relationship, right? They would never go to anything so, seedy and shady, right? Gentlemen, I encourage you as Christmas approaches to make sure you know where your money is going. Now, again, they want to do another topic, but these came up, right? And a partner of mine, maybe I think he's in the chat tonight. He says he has a friend who, gave a chick some money to have a termination done. Yeah. One of them terminations. It turns out she was never pregnant, so she took the money for the termination. She bought a flat screen TV. She took the money and bought a flat screen TV. Gentlemen, ensure you know where your money is going. The guy, but tonight is sharing. People is telling me these things don't happen in Barbados and that these women don't wobble in Barbados. So he brings scenarios from right here in Barbados. Guy, he bought a woman for a bike for $800 as a going away present. The funny thing is that he was the person who was going away, not her. So he bought her this bag. And the very night, Neil, as he was, the plane was over the ocean, he was traveling where he was traveling. She was traveling too to another man's house.
Mm-hmm.
To dive in somebody dive in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No. According to as legend would have it, this guy, he got married, and his wife goes on a girls' weekends, and he does not know where she is heading. Now, fellas, I encourage you, I implore you, ensure, because this story is from right here in Barbados, huh? Right here in Barbados. The man might be in the chat tonight, we don't even know. These things happen right here in Barbados. So, fellas, I encourage you, I implore you to make sure you know where your money is going. Yeah? Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
I see Erica with a very pertinent question. Let's know, Toddy. Question is why men fall for these tricks. Because, Erica, there are several reasons.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
There are several reasons.
Again, I like one for you to post.
Right. There are several reasons why men fall for these tricks, right? First things first. And that's the point. You see, Erica, that's exactly my point. You're saying make you foolish. The conky. We don't use those terminologies that you post in emojis there. We use the term conky now. And that's the thing, right? I said it in this space. I said it in a short, right? And while I said it in the short and I was creating the graphic to go along with it, I was like, the words that I said, it didn't hit me at the time. But sex, conkeys. Shout out, Philip. Thanks for joining us, man. Hope you're good. Conkeys are of no use after you consume them.
True.
Once you have had your fill of conky, you can't take it to the bank. You cannot invest it. You can't diversify it. You can't put it on your portfolio. You can't put it on your resume. You can't buy a house with it. You can't leave it for your children. You can't cash app it, WhatsApp it, whatever it to nobody else. Once you have had sex, shout out Justin. This Justin every Monday is at 8 Barbados time. Justin, you gotta help you put the times, Justin, because I know you in Wisconsin 6. Yeah, you put the times, Justin. But yeah, this Justin Sports. But yeah, once you've had sex, gentlemen, you can't do anything with it. Shoot, the most you can do is walk about and brag to your friends and say, I had some. And men, don't do that. Let me try to cut that out. Right? We are all of us men are guilty of doing it at some point in our lives.
Agreed.
Let us stop doing that. Because once you have had sex with a woman, you cannot do anything with it. Shoot, the only thing that you can do with it is see when the child come 9-10 months later, you can say, well, shoot, yeah, you can tell now that I was legitimately forking land and you raised the child. But you can't do anything with it. So I want men to understand, back to Erica's question, right? And statement of Conky make you foolish. Is that's exactly the point. We put so much emphasis on sex. We put so much energy into sex. We put so much value upon sex. And I would even add that women don't put as much value on sex as men.
Boy, we talk about this Tuesday, Neil. I said this on Tuesday. We put a lot of importance, a lot of value in it. And because of that, we believe that women do the same.
They do not.
That is not the case.
That is not true. And I know a lot of you, some of you can say, oh, but some women evaluate this side, next to third. All right, cool. But let's be honest, right? Have you ever heard an interview with a woman that is into the porn industry, that's into prostitution? Have you ever heard of a woman that is a very promiscuous woman explain to you about sex? I have.
His work.
I have watched
job.
I have watched documentaries. I have had conversations with women that love a lot of sex. I have had the conversations because I was curious. And from my experience, women value sex. But by and large, for some women, sex is just something to do. And we men place value on it, right? We hit and we be like, yeah, I lick that up, I break that up. And yeah, I know women just feel good when they make a man orgasm quickly and everything like that. And I know some women take pleasure in it and whatever. But a man would feel as if he has conquered a mountain after he has had sex with a woman. A woman don't feel that way. A woman don't say, child boy, I get some last night. You understand what I'm trying to say? The values are not the same. And I'm not saying, hold on. And I'm not, that's fine. That is fine. It is fine. Even though it's weird, it is fine. Because women have control access to sex. You all control the entire kit and caboodle when it comes to your body and sex. Therefore, for y'all not to value it to the point where you have no problem posing naked on a website or having sexual encounters with men for money. You understand what I mean? I see fella asking if it's cold in the North Pole. Let me tell you, boy, King of the North, winter is coming. Some women very good at detaching during sex. A friend of mine, and that's the point. A friend of mine told me women are like, it is scary. Some of the conversations I've had with women I've been involved with, women I've not been involved with, women that just in passing and had conversations with and think, women can detach themselves very easy from sex. When men having sex is like, yeah, I am having sex. But here, but here,
on this we don't agree, Neil. On
okay.
This we don't. Women place a little bit more value in it, yeah. In terms of the detachment, if a woman really like a man, she can't detach.
But
right?
But hold on, but that's the point. We're talking about you meet a woman, right? Woman tell you Alexia wants you, you go to break it up, right? You don't know this woman for Eve, but you foolish enough to say again, a house and sex with this good looking woman, right? No, you are gonna be on there and you're gonna be pumping for your life. And you're gonna be saying, I cannot believe that I'm having sex. I cannot believe I'm having sex so easily. I cannot imagine that I'm just out of the blue, one conversation and I hit him. That woman is gonna say, I don't want sex. I don't want sex with that man. I good to go. You think she's gonna tell her friends and brag?
Yeah, some might.
Some might. But let's talk about it. A woman ain't going to brag to the body. A woman ain't go, unless you is Morris Chestnut or Idris Elba. Then gonna come and holler. B-man gonna brag at Susie down the street that got the fat behind. You understand? Okay, I think a better thing to say is that our values are different. Our values are skewed. B-men place so much importance on sex to the point where we would leave out work, school, we would leave out family, friends. We would go to some lengths to get some loving. I'm not saying women don't, but let's be honest. If a woman on her purpose, you think she breaking it, she need rest for some loving?
No.
A man will break up his purpose to get that booty door. Men break up their purpose and ruin their lives behind fat booty door. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
Right. So what you're trying to say now, or come back to, is that because it's important, and why is it so important? That's what we gotta look at. Why is it so important to us? We look at the stats before, Neil. Only 20% of men getting sex on a regular like that. So to answer Erica's question, why men falling for the tricks? Because they figure that's the way they can't get it. So when they get some, or when they provide and they get some, they figure, well, the only way to keep getting some is to continue to provide.
Therefore.
So they continue to provide, and then they get sex. But I remember on Tuesday I told you what kind of sex you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know there's a difference between 3 licks, or hurry up, put it in and get this over with, and you got 9,200 twist combo. There's a difference.
Look at Cherish. Right? Look at Cherish. Look. She's so bright. She's not. Keep your hands straight, Cherish. No appel.
Yeah. Why do men get into relationships? Men, that is why men want to get in relationships, for sex. Women are getting into relationships for sex.
Hold on. Actually, I disagree. Because I watched a podcast recently. And I would have shared it with you, Derek Portman podcast. Shout out him. Check out his channel, right? But back in the 50s and 60s, society had it that if you want to live with a woman, you want to have sex with a woman, you want to have whatever relations with a woman, you had to marry. But because of the deregulated sexual marketplace, right? We have now got into a space. Wait. Let me deal with this man here, because he taking a 6'9" here.
Yeah, the barriers for entry have been removed.
Exactly. So so yes, some men are getting into relationships for sex, but then they got some men that, you know, they're taking advantage of the things around them. Shoot, we live in a society where you don't have to be married to have sex. When is the last time? Shoot. Let me put it to y'all like this. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, the last person you had sex with, were you married to that person? And I'm not talking to the people that are married. Come on, let's.
Yeah. Shoot, you can ask them too.
Well,
in these times, you can ask them too.
You're right. Right? All right, Jimmy. All right. I know you was waiting to answer. I specifically tell you, hold on, not you. Right? But ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have the single ones of you, the last person you had sex, were you married? Were you engaged?
That's the thing. So, if you had to ask the question, and I want the ladies to answer, hopefully they will. If you had to marry the last person you had sex with, would you have, if the last person you have sex with, you had to marry them, would you have had sex with that person? That's the question for the people in chat tonight. If the last person you had sex with, would you have married them? If you had to marry them, would you have had sex with them? Yeah? Let me know. Drop a one if you would have still had sex with them.
Yes,
if you had sex, you had to get married.
And listen, we got 1 or 2 women answering. I know enough of want to watch it. How many people here watching here tonight? Let me talk the things here. We got 19 viewers watching, right? We got 19, 20. Somebody just come, right? And we only got about 2-3 people adding, women especially. Right? I know the majority of our fan base and our audience are men, overwhelmingly so, but I know they got women that watching and listening, right? But agreed with Derek. So to answer Erica's question, the reason why we fall for it is because if I short, if I fat, and I balding, I can't, the body ain't hollering at me. Maria, shout out Maria, man. How you doing? Condolences again on the loss in your family. Hope everything is well. Hope you and your family are holding on there. But on a serious note, right? Derek said it best. 20% of the men getting it. Men over 6 feet, men with the 6 hours, men with the 6 figures, men that of a certain ilk, they are getting through. Right? Them men getting to the bar and hollering at women ain't happening. No women ain't approaching them. Right? Me and Derek, shoot, we ain't even rich. But thank God we over 6 feet. Shoot, we even got 6 abs. We just get approached. But that's all right. That's fine. Not talking business or bragging. But the point is that if Derek and I were 6 inches shorter, well, for me, a foot shorter, Derek was 6 inches shorter, right? And the same weight that we are now, we didn't get no play. So what you gotta do? I gotta pay for play.
Yep.
But we want to change that dynamic here in the Senate and in the red pill community, because what we want is for men to realize, shoot, God give you that hand, you could deal with everything.
Jerkins for the jerkins. Big Aston, man.
You could do everything for your body except gain like height. Yeah, you could put in lifts, you could, do whatever. But if you are 5'4", then I hope for you. That's
what you got to work with.
That's what you got to work with. So what can you do? Work on the other 6 things. You know what I mean? Get your money up, get your health up, get your body on. You understand what I mean? Shoot. And I guarantee you, man, if you have a small penis and you are 5'5", if you are rich, if you are healthy and in shape, you groom and take care of yourself. Make sure your teeth good. Make sure if he's a man that want to work the bald head, or you want to get hair plugs, whatever you want to do, I guarantee you, there is a woman that will come around you.
It don't matter.
Be on your purpose. Be on your purpose. Be on your purpose. Be on your purpose. Just be on your purpose. Be the best version of you for you. And move with integrity. Move as if you are not hard up and desperate. Shoot. No boy gotta know what you're doing in the privacy of your own home. As my man said, Jerkosaurus Rex. My man Aston, sorry. Oh, Aston, sorry. Right? Get your jergens and sort out yourself. Sure, it might be a saying, if Bible says certain things about that or whatever, but I guarantee you, right?
All that thought was Bible talk. Everybody here so fool that the boy married.
I was just about to say.
Let me keep it real.
Right? None of we in here in church mice. Right? So with that being said, it is my opinion better to put it in a sock than to put it in a woman or build it up and you spending foolish money behind these women. Rinsing? How is that a thing? Especially in the internet age where right now, if I wanted to find promiscuous pictures, I can find them. In 5 minutes, I will have at least 100 megabytes worth of footage.
That's an easy search.
That's so simple.
That's an easy search.
Especially, and I ain't even talk about the resources that I have available to me. I talk about just hardcore internet. Going online and slamming it and finding it myself. So, man, I understand. It is hard. You look in the mirror, you see yourself. You're balding, your teeth messed up, your skin uneven, you got some weight on you, BMI over 28, you are short, 5'5". Bank account look kind of sour. I understand. You don't have the motivation to do anything. Hey man, I am nothing if not petty. I understand that you don't see yourself with value, right? But if you don't see yourself with value, if you don't see yourself as a man that is deserving of a certain respect of yourself and from others, and a certain responsibility to your finances and to your person and to your emotional well-being, right? I know a lot of people can say loneliness, mental health, whatever. If he wants to pay for it so he can feel better, that is fine. No, because you are putting a plaster over that sore. What are you doing? You are spending money on someone you don't know, that you will never meet, just to Google and Google them. You can probably still get the jerkins for the jerkins.
You still got her.
Right? And you owe $100 for sending this woman a gift so you can see a picture of her. Like, yo, we have to value ourselves. We have to value ourselves, man. Man, I know society has us thinking that we are dangerous and we are predators and we are this and we are that. We are the scum of humanity. But you're not. You are not. Let me put it like this: you are no different or no better or worse than anybody else on the human on the planet. Yeah, you're not better or worse than the other next man or woman next to you. So do not find yourself spending money on people and situations and things that are not bringing any long-term value to you. OnlyFans. I don't understand OnlyFans. I don't understand OnlyFans. And I know some people can say OnlyFans can be like Netflix.
It's not.
It is not.
Let me be real. Let me be real. Let us be real though. Sure, I know the thing for that here, man. Some point. OnlyFans can be like Netflix. You got the right one for that. Let me see where it going.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, man. Like I want us men. This is why there are certain things out there. I understand that some people are not going to see a problem with that rinsing thing. And they understand that who you're hurting, who you're harming, ain't nothing nefarious, ain't nothing going on. But if the roles were reversed and you were essentially taking advantage, not taking advantage, but you are seeking a niche based on someone's weakness, they're at their low point. They can't get no loving. They can't get things. You taking advantage of women. You saying, you know what, women?
That's bullying.
Hold on a minute, Derek. Yeah, I agree. But hold on a minute. Women want to get married. So you know what? Let's start a website, Derek. We can fool women into thinking that we're serious about marriage. We can get all of their dowry. We can get all of their money. We can get all of their thing. We can talk to them nice. I love you, baby. Sleep well. How did you eat today? You know, you are a queen. Land and glorious rising. You're right. We will provide that service. Yeah, we can provide that service for $10 a interaction. Right? You are lonely. You want a man? Shoot, we will do that for $10. Virtually, we will shout you out and we will be the best boyfriend, husband, whatever you need us to be. Shoot, we would even promise you that we can get married. We set a date. We plan the wedding with you. But then we ain't gonna turn up.
Boy, men is do that for free and people be vexed.
I just don't understand how we get to a point where this is okay. Where nobody ain't getting hurt in this. Because no one is getting physically harmed and there's no crime being broken does not mean that there's a problem. This is putting a band-aid over an issue.
That's the challenge, Neil, right? Is the difference between men and women. I know it hurts. It's hard to hear that there's a difference between men and women, but there is a difference between men.
We are not the same.
Men tend to be a bit more physical. Women are more emotionally driven. And as such, men's aggression is physical. Women's aggression is more emotional, right? And when their emotions tend to be a bit more difficult to police, for want of a better word. For example, we saw a clip today, Neil, in another space where a man went to prison for 16 years, wrongfully accused for forcing himself on a woman, and he went to prison for 16 years. And when the what do they call it now? The verdict was overturned. He was now found not guilty and the charges dropped, etc. The plaintiff in the case, her thing was essentially, well, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
My fault.
You know, and he's already lost 16 years of his life. And everybody asking what's going to happen to her?
Was it recourse?
They really know that happened there. He lost 16 years, and she said it too. She was like, "Yeah, sorry about the 16 years he lost, but yeah, that's that." You know what I mean?
That's life in the tropics.
it done and dusted, right? Here we have Rinsing. There's a movie with Jennifer Lopez of all people, where she plays a stripper, and she is Jimmy, the one with the writer, and she plays a stripper. It goes through when the recession hits back in 2008 and stuff like that, and these strippers decided, you know what, we still got to turn some money, and they resorted to robbing their clients, their male clients. Hit them up for money, hit credit card fraud, that kind of thing, right? And these women were portrayed as like, the heroines of the film.
The protagonists.
And the what I found to be like the coup de grace, the proverbial middle finger to men the world over, was that Cardi B was a part of the cast. Someone who has admitted up front that, this is what do. They rob men to make money, or used to at least.
What if this was like, I into film, writer, director, actor.
Right.
Hear this premise for a movie. A not mentally ill. Let's not put him as mentally ill. Let's put him as a depressed and sad man, unable to find love. Drugs women and sleeps with them. And his best friend is played by Bill Cosby.
Well, how y'all think that would go down? Let us know, man. Let's drop in the comment section. How y'all think that would go down?
And it is important to make this main character, this protagonist, sympathetic. We have to make it that this man is sad. This man, like when this man comes on screen, going into the second or the middle of the second act, you should got tears in your eyes. And he just kidnapping women just so he could have a friend. And he could just know what love is.
I want to know what love is.
And the man, best friend, is played by none other than R. Kelly. No, sorry, played by Bill Cosby, but the soundtrack sung by R. Kelly.
I believe I can fly. Yeah. How do y'all think it would go down? Yeah. We don't want to get too much into the,
Anyhow,
the equality business, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And ladies and gents in particular, I gave you 3 things you need to look for. 3 things you need to consider before you decide if the lady whom you're involved with is worth, yes, I said it, getting wrapped up in a financial commitment with a commercial entity over the Christmas holidays, right? And those factors were the lady's time, the sex, and money. Now, you could get these things, but it's a difference between you getting a watch or you getting a shirt from in a SY, Sidems, right? We just went through the article, Neil, and the overarching concept was that these men provided of their resources and got nothing in return, right? Nothing in return. Now, men, I know this is partly answer Erica's question as well. We've been taught to sacrifice for the benefit of others, and very often to our own detriment, right? Very often we are seen as disposable. Hence why we often hear the expression hide or save the women and children. So we've grown up in this gynocentric society, patriarchal, gynocentric society, believing that our role is to provide and nothing more. Very often is providing money, right? There is nothing wrong with providing. Let me be clear about that. Let me be very, very clear. There's nothing wrong with you as a man providing, but we provide more than money and more than sex. Remember, we had A man who infamously, notoriously came in our chat and said if he was a woman, he would have a dildo for sex, a friend for companionship, because all men are dangerous. Right? We provide more than money. We provide more than sex. Men provide wisdom, guidance, and yes, ladies, rational thought. Because men tend to be more logic based, more logic driven. Women tend to be more feelings and emotionally driven. You want to fight me? Yo, how about it? Unfortunately, though, gentlemen, wisdom, guidance, and rational thought cannot be taken in at Massey and purchase anything. And they certainly cannot be posted on the ground for likes. So those things are not seen as valuable in this age in which we live, right? But Neil, you said it a few minutes ago and I can repeat it, right? Men have value. Men have value. Let me repeat that. Men have value. And men's value extends past sex and money. And it is time that not only women, but men themselves recognize and appreciate that fact.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you are watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. We are at this 5 days a week, like Monday to Friday. Hard work. Well, yeah, hard work, sure. We do the shorts Wednesday, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We do the live stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, give us a like, give us a dislike. Let's have the conversation. Let's go. If you disagree with us, that's fine. But bring facts, not feelings. I want to make sure that we understand something here. Because we men have been held accountable. We've been held to a standard and said, you know what, y'all approaching women and treating women just like sexual objects and just for their bodies and just as things and not people, not women. That will not do. We need to change that dynamic. And I agree. Men, the seats in that women kept calling, the slapping, I remember back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, used to be slapping women's behinds at work and, shoot, that happens to this day. There is a culture within us, with men, subculture of men that we need to change. That is what mainstream media, that is what everyday people on social media do. Hold men accountable. Do not treat women like things. Agreed, completely. But on the same coin, while that is happening over here, let us stop using men for money. Let us stop using men for what they provide. Yeah? Because it's not only money too, Derek. There's some women that use men for shoot. We know about the friend zone. You just want masculine energy around you. You just shoot. I was in the friend zone. I was in the friend zone in my early days, in my 20s. Well, not in my 20s. Well, it was 20. I was in the friend zone, used to hug up, cuddle up with this woman. And he was like, yeah, I don't see anything more than just a friend. Yeah?
I am just a friend.
And the woman told me, we had a very hard conversation at a point. The woman said, yeah, I invited you in some spaces and stuff with my friends and family because I ain't had a man. There was no man in my life or whatever. And yeah, right? And very good woman. It's just, yeah.
Oh my God.
But the point I'm trying to make here is that let us stop exploiting men for what they provide, their willingness to provide, their desire to provide. We talk about men and women are not the same. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm not saying one is inferior to the other. I am saying men and women are not the same. In biology and in psychological makeup, we are close, but we are not the same. Men provide, women nurture. I'm not saying women can't provide, and I'm not saying men can't nurture, but by and large, if you look at the whole picture of men, men provide, women nurture. Those are our strong suits. Stop exploiting men for what they naturally are willing and inclined to do. Just as You do not want men to exploit women for what they're naturally inclined to do and have. Do not do that for men too, and let's normalize that. That's all I'm saying. So, Erica, I take your point in saying that you don't see anything wrong, but I think that you should see that there's a problem here, because if a man is lonely, if a man feels as he has no recourse but to spend his money online to a woman that he will never meet, just to see her and ooga her and feel up yourself, we need to say, you know what, brother, you need to pump your brakes. You need to seek help, therapy. We need to change your thinking and mentality going forward. I'm not blaming the women. Rinsing is nonsense, but shoot, you know, we here in Barbados got a saying, if you got a jackass, you can rate it.
Read it bareback.
Or bareback, right? So I'm not blaming the women for the rinsing. I'm saying do not just dismiss it and say there is no problem, because there is an issue. There is an issue. It's just we have to find the issue and we have to address the issue. Because I can assure you, if the flip was women that are lonely, depressed, and have no recourse but to pay for men so that they can have masculine energy and have that boyfriend energy and that, you know, that masculine frame and everything like that, then it would be like women are doing this.
The view is reprehensible. But let me say to you, Neil, there is a thing called a rent taboo. That is a thing where women will now be able to rent men to, you know, provide certain services for them. Right? So just put it out there, those of you who might be, you know, a part of the 237 club, you may be able to very soon rent a boo.
Listen to me, right? I maintain right there, if this content creation thing don't work out and we find ourselves in the proverbial streets, I say we start a website where we brand a glorious rising queen. I will send you pictures of a wedding ring. I will send you kissy faces. I'll be up late with you at night. I'll be on the phone while you watching your favorite soap and crying. I'll be there for you, but you gotta pay me. Got to pay me. Got to pay me. I'm just saying.
I still the same, but how that man got to look. No average dude ain't getting ranked. That's a fact. We already know the statistics show when you go on the dating sites, 20% of the men getting the action from 100% of the women, which means that I got 80% of men out there. 8 out of 10 men again a player, right? And you spoke about it earlier when you talked about deregulated sexual marketplace, right? And because you had to pay essentially to get some action, you had to marry a woman. You had to make that commitment to say, well, yeah, I want some action. So, I think it was Marlon that made the comment, sure, conky, to ensure that you can have consistent, regular sex.
Or even if you had a bite of the conky.
Yeah.
You better marry. Shock them when it was a real thing back then too.
Yeah, you had to marry. But no, because you know, ladies got agency over the parts and all that stuff. You mean you can have sex with who you want to have sex with. So they feel open now. But unfortunately, well, all right, let me reverse a little bit. Because a man had to marry, now the people pairing up. So if Aston off the market, Erica can now come and get Aston, she gotta get somebody else. Right? So now Erica ended up with Marlon in the chat. You may not want to be with Marlon, but she with Marlon nonetheless. You may orange Marlon with Aston, but she with Marlon nonetheless. You know what I mean? They're a unit. They're going forward together. But because no Aston is no required, or Erica does not want marriage, or she does not require marriage from Aston. Aston like, well, all right, cool. We get on the road. Erica's like, yeah, cool. I could deal with Marlon. Again, Aston got the resources that I can use, so I can deal with Aston too. Shoot, Nicholas said, hey, I can deal with Nicholas, and I can deal with Jaleel. And then when it get a little older, Erica said, you know, it's time to settle down. Let me talk to Aston, because Aston is the best pick of the lot in terms of being able to provide for a family, etc. That is the modern dating strategy, they call it, where you get the alpha man, but you settle with the, and I know ladies hate to hear that word, settle with the beta. Yeah,
You know,
alpha bucks and beta bucks, right?
mhm.
That's what it is.
You know, it's interesting to me there. I just was trying to follow the thread here. Women fought for equality, and what one of the results of feminism, not saying it was an intended result or not, but one of them was the creation of beta males, or yeah, the creation of beta males, right? I'm not saying it was intended. I'm not saying that that was the desired outcome. I'm not saying it was a nefarious planned anything. I'm saying whether intended or not, one of the results of feminism was obviously women empowerment, and to that, men being beta. However, women don't want beta men, don't want beta males. They want alpha. I hate these terms, by the way, but I just,
As do I.
you know, I doing this because I don't want to try to bring together, you know, I don't want to be explaining all these things, so I just using quick words, right? So feminism, they resulted in beta men being prevalent. Women don't want beta men, they want the alpha. That is why women still want the bad boys. That is why women still horny good men. That is why men like Future still, he mad 6 for 6. Nick Cannon.
No, Future actually has 13 children now. Yeah, sorry, he has a woman currently pregnant. And Nick Cannon now has, if he had 7 before, he got 6 children now, with 6 different women. And I think that kind of explains exactly what I was talking about. Like, these women know that these men have several children from several different women, but they're still going to deal with them. Shoot, Tamara Braxton.
Oh Lord
Tamara
Jesus.
Braxton made a comment on an Instagram post saying that, you know, she is willing to go half on a baby with Nick Cannon. Why? Because she saw his member printed out in a picture online.
Yeah. But yeah, so feminism brought about beta males as a unintended, intended, however you want to look at it, result. That's up for debate. Women don't want beta men. Don't want men that soft, in touch with the emotion and everything like that. Women still, because of the deregulated sexual marketplace, which happened under the watch of the patriarchy. But I don't want, I saving that for another time. Right? Women wanted to be able to work longer, work harder, take up jobs that men can do. They didn't want the trappings of children. They didn't want the trappings of periods, their monthly cycle, slowing them down. So while the rise of beta males happened, the value of sex and the commitment with regards to sex and the discernment of the control of access to intimacy went down. So now it is a free for all. Beta men getting with women and sex and everything. You got OnlyFans, you got Come Rinse Me, you got all of these different things happening now. You got men out here saying, you know, if you want women this way, you gotta treat them. You gotta do this and you gotta do that. It is a bad time for the empire simply because we have made everything topsy-turvy. Women, be honest with yourself when you say you want a man to be a man. What does that mean? You want a man to be manly. You want a man to, show emotion here and there, but don't be crying about your place. Don't be sulking all the time when things don't go your way. Don't be talking about how you want it so hard. You can't provide financially. You can't defend. You want a man to be courageous. Yeah? Men, you are more than what society tells you. I can literally read the same script that women have been told. You are more than what society tells you. You are not your wallet. You are not the size of your belly. You are not the thinning of your hairline. You are not the stature of your height. You are more. You provide a lot. Yeah? You can fix your belly, you can fix your teeth, and you can fix your hair. Can't do that body height, put on a nice suit, get your money up, got the abs printed out, and you can see. It don't matter. Shoot, they even got things for the penis. You can deal with that too. So what I'm saying is I want men under the sound of my voice, right? And I want you guys that can hear me, share this, and women, share this. Men, invest in yourself. Don't invest in the conky, invest in yourself. Put that money, time, and effort in yourself. Take a year, take a 2 year, take a little bit. You know what I mean? Buy some jergens, ask them to hook you up. He got Vaseline jergens. He got the works. Right? You might even say a pair of socks to help you out too. Right? Take care of yourself first. Make yourself the priority first. Protect and provide for yourself. Nurture yourself. Invest in yourself. That money that you're gonna spend in the rinsing, in the woman for the courts and standard and whatever like that, put in yourself.
I'm saying a gym membership, a physical, you know what I mean? Investment insane.
Just invest in yourself, yo. I heard this years ago when I was a teenager and I didn't understand it at the time. It's like, you know, the best thing you can do is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Like, invest in myself. I stuck. I don't understand that. But no, at 42 years of age, that is so true. Invest in yourself. Women are investing in themselves. Shoot, at the top of the program, Derek played a lady in pink, very attractive looking woman from all of the, you know, attachments she had. The woman said the hair cost X, the face cost Y, the waxing cost Z, the hair, nails, eyes, makeup, everything got a cost to it. Shoot, the booty, whether it real or fake, got a cost to it. The breasts have a cost to it. Everything on that woman, she needs a man to provide to keep her. So if you carry me out, don't carry me in the maps, don't carry me in the chauffeur, you gotta carry me at Ties and Cliff. Because I put in money on myself, I put in work for myself. Do you see, man? She has set her value in the work and effort she has put in herself. Do the same, and I assure you, if you put work and effort and energy into yourself, your mindset will change. When the woman come and give you a tie for Christmas, when the woman come and say, come and give me a cash app, a WhatsApp, send me some money, buy me this, that, next. Your mentality will change because you have worked too hard on yourself. Women doing it and the body ain't telling them that they're doing shit. They're encouraged, and that is fine. They are getting the education, they're making sure the skin even, they're making sure that they got the clothes fitting nice, they're making sure they're in the gym trim, always in gyms fit, thick. They're dealing with the mentors, they're going on the spa days, the vacation days, they're going all out for themselves. But we men out here taking the 6 for 9 and just going through life without effort. And then when a woman come and hit you up and say, "Man, look, last night was loving, I want a fridge from Quartz." Nah, I ain't giving a fridge. Nah, with no more sex for you. Take that. Or you married, Father's Day come along, you got children, have for 2 socks. Happy Father's Day. But when Mother's Day come around, you gotta be carrying shit in at the buffet at the hotel. You gotta be buying shit, getting your spa day and this and that and the next. You can't dare think about saying, here for a brassiere, here for a spare stockings for Mother's Day. Put effort and energy into yourself, and I promise you, it ain't even gonna be a thought process you got to actively work on. You can just one day realize and say, well, if I put in effort in myself and I'm working hard for myself, this woman can't just hit me up, give me a little sex and tell me thanks for that.
Yep.
No, we are cheaply bought. Derek said it in this space, and when he said it, I was like, yo, you know, like when you know something, but to hear the words just hit in the back of your head. We are so cheaply bought. The promise, not even the conky. A woman could just present a conky to you on a screen, and we giving up everything.
The possibility of sex, Alan Roger Curry.
So, gentlemen, please, I beg you, you can make me beg. Men, share this content. Women, share this content. I know it ain't incumbent upon you. It ain't a benefit to you to share this content, but
You will be breaking girl code to do that.
Share this content, because at the end of the day, and shoot, if you don't want to see our content, if you think that mentor, take a deep dive into the red pill, the manosphere. Shoot, I is a man that believe in party, so I would even implore you to watch red pill, watch little blue pill, watch little red pill, and you can see just how crazy The thinking of a blue pill is the thinking of the appeasement of women for any reason and everything. You gotta stand up, man, square your shoulders, plant your feet in the ground. That's what we do. And stop giving away. Women don't give away sex for nothing. Women do not give away sex for nothing. Why are we giving away our provision for nothing?
You all right, my brother?
No, because they're you know, we talked about this. I told you we talk all the time, and I always joke and say, boy, you saying the green screen now, the green stream now, like in the Matrix, right? I made mention that, you know, it's like you call it the red pill because the whole Matrix theme, you're awoken, you're brought into reality. And honestly speaking, Derek, I wish I knew what I knew today 20 years ago. I ain't saying I'd be rich. I ain't saying I can be whatever, but I know for sure the experiences I would have had would have been null and void because I cheaply gave away my effort, energy, emotion, time, everything for net skin to nothing.
Yeah, just for the sex. Call me the young and thirsty. That's really what it is. You're young and thirsty.
I remember it was a privilege. It was a privilege. Used to be having sex at 20. You'd be like, "Cheese on, bro, I'm having sex, yo, cheese, I'm having sex."
Yep. But you know, is the truth of the matter is we are all a sum of our experiences. The sum total of our experiences. So you kind of have to go through those. Yeah. And that's what happens for every man. You go through these experiences and then you come out and recognize, okay, you come to a better understanding. But I will tell you this, Neil, there are some men, again, because we live in a gynocentric society, there are some men who will never come over to that kind of understanding.
Because of the fear. Fear.
Much like Morpheus would have said, I ain't a big Matrix man, but as Morpheus would have said, you know, some people can't handle that reality. Yeah, some people just content with that blue pill life.
Do me a favor and read the last comment.
Okay, Erica says, you setting some men up for some lonely nights, can't be demanding more and giving nothing special. All right, agreed. What do women giving that special? Because sex is a value exchange. Yeah? You give me sex, I give you sex. You get off, I get off. So is love all still? Where are we going from there?
And not only that, Erica, but when women building up themselves, when women going through their education, when women going through their promotion, when women building up themselves, they spend some lonely nights too. Lonely nights gonna happen. That's part of life. Yeah, lonely nights gonna happen. Every single shoot. Most of we in here around 40. Lonely nights. We've had more. I ain't talking about the married people now. Shoot, even the married people. Yeah, that's what I say, right? Because let's be honest, it wasn't always married. Lonely nights are par for the course, but you got to set a standard. You got to stand up and stand in your frame. Women set their standard. Women set the entry price to access. Some women give it away cheaply, but most women, even the women that get away cheaply, they still at some point stand up and say, "Here, tune right, I ain't getting this way for free no more." You got to take me.
Problem is, it's probably way too late to get standards.
Yeah, but the point is they set their market value though.
But again, I like Erica's comment. Erica is saying you setting some men up for some lonely nights. Can't be demanding more and giving nothing special. So back to Erica's original question, why men just fall for the tricks?
Lonely nights.
But that's the answer there, Erica.
Lonely nights.
Man want nobody want to be lonely at 2:37, you know.
Nope.
Everybody want to be able to roll over and, you know, get a handful of ass and feel sweet and go on back to sleep. Men want that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Men want to be able to, you know, get that elbow like, you sleeping?
Not the elbow, the snuggle. Come on, then we don't get elbow, we get the.
Yeah, just push back for you.
Back.
Are you gonna ask the question? You sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody don't get off from there. You know what I mean? Everybody wants that at some point. So this is why men are prepared to sacrifice. Men are prepared to put themselves out. Some men getting that fast cash in the next couple of days to take out loans to make sure that and they have are provided with the things that they want.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So this is why, Erica. So you ask the question, why men falling for the tricks? This is why, because
the fear of loneliness. The fear of loneliness. Shoot, women make bad decisions. Hold on, women just make bad decisions when they're lonely at night too. You know you's being at that man that you ain't got no business dealing with. Some women is gonna deal with other women, men, or husbands, knowing full well that they on a business dealing with them. Lonely nights. More people should have lonely nights. We setting up, man. We setting up, man. We looking to liberate, man. Have the lonely nights. Trust me, me there at a place where people spend a lonely night. You spend a month of lonely nights if it means peace, quiet, and understanding within self.
Amen.
And every conky is to be eating. You think you really think that for some men it is an issue to get piece of conky? No. Some men ain't an issue, but ain't every conky used to be eating? Because they got conky on a menu, me used to eat it. Every cuckoo you ain't to eat. Every conky ain't eat. Is always here. Shoot, I don't like eat conky. I only eat conkies from my grandmother. I only eat conkies from. You only eat special conkies. But you don't want, shoot, people to sell conkies in June. Conkies is a national independence thing. What you eating conkies? I'm not saying not to eat conkies in June, but I'm saying you have to be discerning. I see, I think it was Romel. Hot Down My Rock. Yes, I personally have watched Hot Down My Rock. I don't know if Derek used to watch Hot Down My Rock or if still do, but we know very well about Hot Down My Rock. And you know, Erica, again, what I don't get is why there are lonely, good, independent women, beautiful, sexy, educated, then lonely men that paying for the conky. Why the disconnect? Oh, Erica. First things first, before I get into that, let's plug the show. Hold on a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you are watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe, dislike, comment regardless, share regardless. Most importantly, and all I'm saying now is to share. You know, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. We make content 5 days a week for you. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we do a shortened version of the Senate, like Hearted, and they're about keep it to 15-20 minutes. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock Barbadian time, we bring the Senate, which is a live podcast that we do for about 2 hours each sitting. Now, Erica, the reason why there are lonely, good, independent women, beautiful, educated, is because you have unrealistic standards. You're educated, so a man must reach your education. You have a standard. You make a certain amount of money. You have a certain beauty within yourself, so a man has to match that. But let's be honest. Women have educated themselves to have middle management jobs, white-collar jobs, jobs that pay a certain amount of money, whereas the average man does not. You see, women, Derek said to start earlier, where 20% of men are having access to 100% of the women, meaning that there's a cast-off of 80% of men. But then when you look at what the job market is and the amount of jobs, the 1%ers and the 5%ers and the men that really make any money, the men that really got the time and energy and effort to put into themselves because of their finances and their education, you see that the reason why beautiful, independent, good-looking, educated women are alone is because you have unrealistic standards. You want a man that has all the sixes. The man must be 6 foot something. The man must have 6 abs. The man must have 6 inches. The man must have, what else it is? Man must
6 figures.
6 figures. Man must have 6 of everything to get with you. Meanwhile, you look good, you're beautiful, you're independent, but the man got to tell you flaws and all. Because you might got a little pudginess around the waist. You may have a little attitude where is my way or the highway. Do you want the man to lead, but when the man leads in his way, you don't like how he's leading because you as a lonely independent woman have done it as a man and put on this pseudo masculinity for so long that when a man does man things, you say, no, that's not how I would do it, because in my masculine energy I would do it this way. Your standard is too high. I said it. As my man Aston would say, I said what I said. Your standards are too high. Men, to the flip side of what you just...
I said what I said.
Right. To the contra, to the other side of that, lonely men paying for a conky. Again, 20% of men get access. You think me and Dare ever pay for conky? Hell no. And I mean direct payment. I don't talk about dates and stuff like that. Not the... I don't know Derek business, but I can tell you for a fact, because we are so like my man Derek say we are hive mind. We have never directly paid for a conky straight up. Like, here is $10, give me the conky. We have never done that. Right? Why? Because We do not fall into the 80%. We have been blessed with height. We have been blessed with a certain amount of ambition, a certain amount of intellect. We're educated men. You understand me? We are rich men, but we carry ourselves a certain sort of way. So women will more approach us or give us access to intimacy than a man that is, say, 5'5", fat, balding, and does work construction, or as my man there is, say, work van. That is why those men are lonely, and that's why those men are paying, because there's a marketplace. We are desperate. Shoot, I am 5'5". I can't play a sport. I can't run up a flight of stairs because I'm fat. You know what I mean? I working in construction. You know what I mean? Van, sorry. I work in van. I work in van. I am low educated. I have no motivation to better myself, but yet still I want women that look good. Shoot, I talked about this up to yesterday. I dated a woman, right? That was not my normal fare. The woman was a bit rough around the edges. Let me put it like that. She wasn't my normal standard, but you know, we had a vibe, you know, whatever, right? That didn't work out. The man that she dated after me was a man that was not as educated, not as good looking, not had the opportunities I had or whatever. And he called that woman bougie. That woman was bougie to him. So he just grateful for that woman to come into his life, stress, whatever. He just grateful to got that kind of woman. That is why men are lonely and paying for sex. And that is why women are lonely and can't get the man that they want, because the man that they want don't exist. Or he exists, but he probably with somebody else's woman.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I hope that clarifies it for you.
Let me take a swing too. Good independent women, beautiful, sexy, educated, lonely, good independent women.
Good is subjective, by the way. Just let me point out.
The lonely men that paying for conky, why they disconnect?
I realize you ain't say good men neither. I realize you city men lonely, but ain't good neither.
Yeah, they're very good. Women don't want those men, as Neil would have said. You know, they just don't. A woman who was, you know, are you saying lonely, good, independent woman? That's the first. I think that's the first challenge here, that independent thing. If we're in a relationship, we would like to think that there's interdependence. But for the time you're approaching a relationship thinking that, like independent, well, clearly you don't need the man for that. And you want accessory. And again, you're looking for dog alerts and somebody to
kill the spiders
at night.
I was just about to say, kill the spiders.
Yeah. And this is one, you know, beautiful, sexy, educated. Your education means nothing to the men that you really want. One. And two, beautiful and sexy. To whom? Because a lot of the times, and this is a real controversial one here now, you are kind of punching above your weight. You're not as sexy as you really think you are. You know, there's reality. There was a thing I saw going around where so that the guy Justin LeBoy, he had a post saying, "I think a little bit of belly or whatever." Shoot, the lonely men that paying for the conky, yeah, they might not mind a little bit of belly, but them men in the 20% that you're looking at, they be taking a woman with a belly.
Hell no.
Yeah, they be taking a woman with a belly. So if you want to shoot for, I say all the time, if you want a man that punching at that level, you're gonna have to compete, which means you can't be talking about, well, as a strong, independent woman. Them men ain't trying to hear that shit, right? Because immediately when you think strong, independent, I guarantee you,
attitude. That's what we think. Strong, independent, attitude.
That's the first thing men think. You overbearing. Erica says, "But step up, man, elevate." Kevin Samuels got women losing weight and dulling their shine and being more feminine. This inequality can be balanced out from both sides.
And that is why, Erica, we are here. That is why the Red Pill movement exists. That is why there is a Kevin Samuels. Because as much as you see Kevin Samuels got women losing weight, he didn't get his start like that. See,
but
he actually...
He started talking to men.
Yeah.
Started talking to men, right? And here's the thing, Erica. the the whole thing about women losing the weight and stuff like that, men had. I want you to disabuse yourself of the notion that men are on the down low, men are in jail, men are worthless, good for
especially
nothing.
black men,
particularly black men. That is a trope and a narrative that has been
perpetuated
since the 90s, and that has not been the case for some time. That has changed over the years. Yeah, through the 90s we had Waiting to Exhale and Jungle Fever, and then you move into the 2000s and it's still more the same, Baby Boy and all them things.
Hustlers.
I get it. I get it. But the fact of the matter is, when you look at this chat here tonight, then the broke men in this chat, then the men in this chat that like going along and mistreating women and got 6 and 7 children scattered all over Barbados and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's a narrative that came down from Terry McMillan with the Waiting to Exhale thing, and we're still trying to push that as if that's the case. Men have been held accountable, and men have stepped up, men have changed, men have made the improvements to their game. Right? There's a thing saying that black men in particular, are the best fathers to have because they've been raised again in that gynocentric society. They treat the women better. So when you come and you talk about women, these good, lonely, independent women, when you tell you hear that, all of my hearing is attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Men are looking to deal with it. Right?
You're not.
I see Nicholas say, elevate, it has never been enough. Yeah.
No, pause. Oh, you go ahead and make the point. Let me see if you can make the point. If not, I really want to touch on that comment too.
Yeah. Because the goalpost always shifts. Right. I want you to consider, Erica, right? Since you are representing the ladies tonight, I really want you to consider that men's standards really in that high. Right? Standards really in that high. And I see people cussing out Kevin Samuels, people cussing out people who support his point of view. What men really want? Men want a woman that in shape
and agreeable. Don't
carry yourself a certain way. Even say
committed.
But as Neil said, agreeable.
A woman that's committed.
And a woman that ain't bringing the children from another man. That's all men really want. And when you really consider it, them is human being things.
Normal things.
You know what I mean? Stay in shape. I say all the time here, round is not shape, but they generally say that to the men. But round is not shape, but they can say that to the women. Right? So, just get out, eat a certain way, exercise. I feel that is a fairly low bar. And because you're talking about men, black men in the Caribbean, we like to say we women take. Yes, I said take without the H. We like women take. So here in the Caribbean, we allow you a couple extra pounds once to fall in the right place. You know what I mean? So you could get by with a couple extra pounds. We don't hold that hard and fast. But you see that part about cooperative, as Neil said, agreeable. That part
Peace
agreeable.
Of mind, yo. It's paramount.
And too many men have kind of sacrificed their peace, P-E-A-C-E, for peace, P-I-E-C-E.
But
so men is keeping their mouth shut because shoot, like we already established, all the women want 20% of the men. And if it fall in the 80%, I gotta keep my mouth shut. Otherwise I can't get an action from nowhere else.
It's true. It is true.
You know what I mean? So when you come and you say, oh well, yeah, women dulling their shine. That's funny. And then you got these independent women who by themselves. And look what the man said immediately after. All the men said independent women is asked for too much.
Yeah. Let me check.
Every woman is not a 10. Let me put that out there.
Every woman ain't even a 5.
Yeah, so disabuse yourself for that notion.
Because watch, right? If you got to be like the woman at the top of the program in the pink that got on the hair, the nails, the makeup, got everything up in the air, everything push out, everything push in, and everything like that. If you have to put so much the watts and everything, if you have to do so much to look like
spinners,
to look like an 8,
a Bentley don't need spinners. Let me just say that.
That's a spoil. Like weave is like a spoiler for a car. I just put that there. It is a spoiler. Anyhow, before I forget, I want to go back to Nicholas's thing. Nicholas, you said something that elevate. It does never be enough. And here's the thing: the reason why I take umbrage with this statement here, and I'm glad you said it, but I want to make this point: never enough for whom? You are trying to live up to someone else's standard. You're living to. All right, I can see I got DVD to these here. I don't know. That look like saying that kind of fishy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So, if you should, the only thing that you provide, whatever you do in life, and trust me, don't let me sound like I am a guru and have known this for all of my life. I'm literally finding this out in the last 2-3 years. Whatever you do, man, once it is positive and it is uplifting and empowering and it is bettering your life, you're not hurting yourself or anyone, it's very well done. Yeah? That statement, it does never be enough. The only reason it's not enough is because you're trying to do it for somebody else. If you do for you and you provide for you, it will be just enough. And whoever don't fall in line, can fall out of line. We got a saying here in Barbados, they could get vexed till they get pleased. Do for you. I ain't telling you to be selfish. I ain't telling you to be an a-hole. But prioritize yourself first. My friend Justin Marvel, he came in here earlier just saying every Mondays at 8 p.m. Barbados time, sports show.
He didn't post the times.
Right, he didn't post the times. But my man Justin Marvel, my guy Justin Marvel said to me in my lowest times about 4 years ago, he said, Neil, you have to provide, you have to take care of yourself and prioritize yourself. Because at the end of the day, I know we are taught to sacrifice men, women, and children. Shoot, even women sacrifice themselves for children. But at the end of the day, if your mental health is degraded and you've not taken care of it to the point, and your health to the point where your child cannot be provided for, cannot be nurtured, then what are you doing? Dare to say all the time, an empty cup can't pour. You can't pour from an empty cup. So, I know it sounds selfish. It's very hard to hear when you first hear it, because it was hard for me when I first heard it 4 years ago. But you have to provide for yourself. Provide and prioritize yourself. When you provide for yourself, when you prioritize yourself, the world starts to make more sense. I am not telling you to be selfish. I'm not telling you to kick puppies. I ain't telling you to feed the homeless. I ain't telling you to do for other people. But once you prioritize yourself first to say, you know what, I'm not there to say all the time, what's my role in this part here? How is this going to affect me negatively, positively, etc.? Yeah, they got some people that come and realize ain't got no business being there. All they do is take. It's all right to tell a woman, no, I like you and the sex is great, but you know what? You just crawl with me from sun up to sundown and I can't take it. So you go alone. So, Nicholas and men listening, it can never be enough if you're doing it for somebody else. If you're doing it for somebody else to somebody's appeasement and satisfaction, it will never be enough. The goalpost is constantly moving. The reason why the goalpost is constantly moving is because we are trying to measure up to an imaginary standard, an unrealistic standard, a standard that does not exist, an illusion. We're trying to chase something that is like trying to chase a unicorn, a dragon. They don't exist. You would never catch one. You would never find one. But if you tell yourself, see me, I am going to pour into myself, invest in myself, take care of myself, prioritize myself. Dragons come not. That means one day when a dragon come along, one day when a unicorn come along, you will know how to slay the dragon or you will know how to keep the unicorn.
Justin has posted the times.
Yeah.
This just in.
Yes, sir.
8 p.m. in Barbados time and 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. Right? That's what it is?
Yeah, and Pacific time is, I want to say minus 4 p.m. I think Justin could correct me, but this Justin is a sports show. It is produced right here in Barbados. We have people from all around the world that are contributors. I produce it. co-produce it. Just saying, it is his baby, it is his show. But Marsha is also there. We talk sports, we talk the things as it relates to sports.
All right, good. So, is he Erica with the S word? You mean submissive? Yes, Erica, submissive.
Nothing wrong with being submissive to me.
There's nothing wrong with that. I saw somebody made that post just asking said, what is wrong with being submissive? You want the man come take care of you, right? Pay your bills, right? So follow. Do you usually argue with the guy flying the plane? Wow.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I got the graduation music queue up. Let me hum it for Ashton. Ashton.
Yeah, you see, we tend to have no issue following in certain aspects of our lives, but then when it comes to interpersonal relationships, suddenly following becomes, I don't know. Erica says, exactly, a healthy relationship is two people supporting each other as they try to be their best versions of themselves. When the woman are pushing you to be better, it is not her being unsatisfied.
And that is fact, but there's always room for nuance and delivery. But let me put it to you like this. When a man tells you, babe, maybe you should not eat that donut or we could lose a few pounds.
but
just know it goes both ways.
It goes both ways. But pushing him to be better.
Shout out Jennifer. Jennifer, shout out Pastor True. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Sorry, Derek.
Yeah, big respect, Jennifer. Yeah, pushing you to be better. How? Doing what? If you link up with a guy at work's van, the man's a van man, the man happy working van. You know that's you comfortable with van man money, yeah. Then the upgrade here. If you meet up with a man that is selling insurance or whatever, you could push you to work more, to work harder, to try to earn more. But there's a certain cap, there's a certain limit on certain things. If you meet a man that's a garbage man, you can't remember if you got a fancy term for that. But if you meet a man that's a soil technician, right? A soil technician, not a garbage man, a grave digger, soil technician. If you meet a man as a soil technician, there's a certain cap on what he's going to earn. And pushing him to be better, as you put it, is not necessarily going to make him earn more. Shoot, he might be comfortable where he is as the next thing. Men meet women and they're comfortable with them where they are. Yeah, if a man know that with my woman don't like no bail or running, he cool with that, until the way it's setting. You know what I mean? So he ain't gonna push you to, yeah, you can say, yeah, babes, if you want promotion, go for that promotion. But he certainly gonna be breathing down your neck, my babes, you better do this here, because he does not expect you to operate on that level. He does not expect you to provide for him. He got it covered as far as he's concerned, which is why you see so many men dropping the women at UE for the evening for a class, and then going long home, came back for them when the lessons done, when the class is done, and then when the women graduate, say, well, thanks for the memories. Because that man supported and pushed her to be better, encouraged her to be better. And then all of a sudden, because hypergamy is real, all of a sudden, and this goes back to your point, Erica, at the beginning about why the good independent women can't get a man, because hypergamy is real. Women, there's a certain flooring, socioeconomic flooring, under which women will not go. So when women went to school to learn, to go to education and all that there, they tell themselves, well, look, you can't, if you're a van man, you can't step to me. This is my level of education. This is where I operate. And as such, this is the man I want. Chris Rock will tell you, women do not go backwards in lifestyle. They don't. So women looking for a man that is above them, a man that could elevate them, since we're talking about elevation. A man that can elevate them to another level. The woman that come, she can want a man on her level or above. She certainly ain't looking for a man that below her. I ain't know somebody come and try to tell me, but I got a friend. Yeah, everybody got a friend. But generally speaking, women ain't dealing with a man not below them. Straight.
Forgot I muted my mic. Sorry about that. Thank you, Gio. As I was saying, right, lost my thought. Right, I was saying that we men, we give up to we take up anyone, we take up anything. That is why we women deal with men on a certain level or above. We women, sorry, we men. This is not my week for these sort of things, but we men.
We say she can't hear us.
Yeah. I had muted my mic when I was drinking water. Sorry, but we men, we take up anything. She could be below me, she could be above me, from the heights, the terraces, the ghetto, we don't care. Once she got a fat behind and willing to give it, got 12,000 HDs, special K, for, we can take it. That is why we need to set our standard. Y'all can't hear me? Y'all can still hear me? Or that was a lie? Y'all can hear me now, right? Please tell me y'all just hear what I said. I don't want to have to repeat that a third time. But we men, we just give it up too cheaply. We just take up anything, right? And we take up anything for something that is not, it is not his. We can't do anything without it. At some point, a society needs garbage collectors. They are compensated for collecting garbage. Man, we collecting garbage and what we getting from it. And don't tell me the conky, because that conky eat and gone. You done stole that out.
As I tell you, that's a value exchange. It's a value exchange. You get some fronts, then you get some dog alerts.
Yeah, but we're not doing anything with it. What I'm saying is that we are not bettering ourselves. We're not improving ourselves. We have to set standards too. No, man, don't go out there knowing that you're a big fat man. You know that you don't take care of yourself. You pants sagging and whatever on top, but you want a Rihanna. You want a woman that's, because the same way we hold women accountable for that sort of behavior, we can hold women accountable for it too.
Yeah. Facts.
You got to reflect what you're trying to attain at best you can. And you still got to be honest and know where you can't attain based on who you are, where you are, what you can achieve. So, yeah, that is, I opened the phone lines while you were talking. I don't anticipate anybody calling in simply because, you know, this is one of those topics where the conversation tonight is Santa Claus is coming to town, and we started by saying that men this is a continuation of Tuesday's conversation where men are always rushing to do for women around this time of the year financially, right? Taking out loans, giving up money that they really shouldn't be giving up. And I'm glad Derek brought up the rinsing because I didn't know that was a thing. And essentially, that's what it is. You know what? You give me something, I give you money, and we feel good about it. But there is no tangible value for it for me. You get it the cash, you get in the conky. When you done eat the conky gone. You go wait till she willing to give you another conky. If she willing to give you another conky, you can't force her to give another conky. Do not force her to give her another conky.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please.
Right?
Please don't.
And you be investing in things. You know, it's a perfect example of this, Derek. Blessing circles. You're investing in blessing circles with the promise of guessing money. Shoot, you might even get a money. Somebody approached me earlier this week on social media, and it was a very dodgy proposal that they wanted me to invest in. I said no thanks, right? But I can only assume, and I told you this, there are so many people that because they are so afraid of being destitute or wanting to improve their station financially and to improve their financial gains, they're willing to do anything to get it. If it means, you know, put them $200 in and get about 5,000, we can do that.
You take that risk.
Right? That don't make sense to me, but sure. Men, when you invest in conky, that is exactly what is happening. You are putting $200 in with the hopes of getting back $5,000, the conky.
Yeah.
And you're getting back the $5,000. You might get a $5,000 a month. And you say, shoot, if I get $5,000 one month, let me put in $400, see if I can get back 10. One, already, you putting in $200, getting back $5,000. So you are already putting a higher value on the conky than yourself. You're already taking $200 with the hopes of getting back something. Then a promise. I mean, they might promise. Then a guarantee you can get it.
They guarantee.
So do not fall for the conky blessing circle, man. Do not do it. Because at the end of the day, wait, that's CBC? Conky blessing circle, yeah, but don't fall for the CBC. Do not fall for the CBC. Because when you fall for the CBC, you're gonna be left with nothing. The person that would have sold you the conky is gone. The person that sold you the conky is gone. You're gonna be upset, you're gonna be vexed, you're gonna be like, all women is this, and you gone. You understand? So please, man, understand that it is hard work. And you have to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself, take care of yourself, work hard on yourself. And I guarantee you that nobody ain't gonna just run a game plan you and try to rinse you. Offer you a foolish gimmick in the hopes and promise of sex. Conky. So yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. As you said, Neil, is work.
Hard
You gotta
work.
work.
Hard work.
You gotta work. Life is work. From the beginning to the end, life is work. You know what I mean? And let me say it again. I say it all the time. Don't know if I've said it for the week, but I can say it again. Women are not like banks, gents. So you do not get out what you put in. Yeah? So be careful where you invest your money. You be careful the persons that you decide, you know what, this is what you're going into. Look at the kind of sex you're getting. Look at the kind of time you're getting. Look at the kind of money she's spending on you. Yeah? I had a conversation with my mother about this topic after the show on Tuesday. We were talking about it yesterday, I think it was. Or today. One or two, we were talking about it. And I told her, you know, one of the things we were talking about was look at the money she's spending. You buying a gift. And my mother's response was, can she afford to give you a gift as well? Yeah, immediately. Can she afford to, and does she want to give you a gift as well? So, you know, even coming down from the older girls, they understand how school keeping and they're keeping it real. You know what I mean? So, gents, we at that kind of time here. It's the lateness of the hour.
Yeah, nobody ain't calling it.
We don't make up the rules. Just make sure you know where they are. Yeah. Fellas, please remember, we've shared this message, please, on Tuesday and today. This one is pertinent. It's payday coming up. Don't let your friends get fleeced. Yeah.
Rinse. Don't let it get rinsed. Don't let
your friends get rinsed.
Don't let it get rinsed.
Don't let your friends
Don't fall
rinsed.
for the CBC. Don't fall for the CBC.
Please. So share this message with your friends. Again, you're free to ignore the reality, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. So be the best version of you for you, and we will see you guys again very soon. Look out for the short we got coming tomorrow, sometime during the day. Listen up for it.
That ain't what you want.
That ain't what I want. This is what I want here, so.
The contaminated environment. You know two about that?
We see y'all later.
Peace and love.